Tammy Slaton from 1000 LB Sisters may have turned her life around, but is she truly the hero the show makes her out to be? Season 7 of 1000 Pound Sisters just wrapped after 9 dramatic episodes. And while the spotlight was once solely on Tammy and Amy, the show has expanded to include all their siblings Misty, Chris, Amanda, and of course Amy. Together, the family has gone through massive changes, with each sibling besides Tammy already undergoing successful bariatric surgery and achieving personal milestones. Chris, for example, was the first to undergo skin removal surgery, which changed his life for the better. Tammy, having lost over 500 pounds, was eager to follow but not without complications. Protein deficiency and a vaping habit nearly delayed her progress. Yet, to her credit, she overcame those hurdles and was finally approved for surgery. Doctors removed 15 pounds of excess skin from her face, neck, arms, and abdomen. While this is undeniably a major achievement, let's not forget Tammy's troubling past behavior, which has been heavily glossed over in her recent hero edit. Let's rewind. At her heaviest, Tammy tipped the scales at 725 pounds. She was battling serious health issues from breathing and mobility problems to high blood pressure and thyroid complications. Her turning point came only after a life-threatening medical emergency placed her in a coma on life support. That terrifying moment finally pushed her to take her health seriously. She re-entered rehab, this time for good, stuck with the program, and eventually got approved for bariatric surgery. Since the procedure, Tammy's transformation has been incredible. She stayed consistent with her diet, exercise, and even become an advocate for mental health and bariatric surgery awareness. Season 7 also dove into Tammy's personal life. Her journey through grief and new beginnings was deeply emotional. After losing her husband Caleb Willingham in 2023 due to obesity-related complications, Tammy bravely re-entered the dating world. She's now engaged to Andrea Dalton, a relationship that's not only fresh but also significant, as Tammy openly shared she no longer wants to date men after Caleb's passing. The reveal happened casually on the Creative Chaos podcast, when Tammy called Andrea her fiancé mid-conversation. When asked to clarify, she lit up, saying, "Me and my fiancé just chill at home. We go to Walmart, walk around, just something to do, something for exercise." Tammy even showed off her engagement ring and a necklace with Andrea's name, a quiet but heartfelt reveal that marked a new chapter for her. But while Tammy's progress is commendable, the show conveniently skipped over some very real red flags. Let's talk about her past attitude. For seasons, Tammy was known for being entitled, demanding, and downright mean, especially to her sister Amy, who did most of the caregiving when Tammy was at her worst. Tammy dubbed herself Queen Tammy, and her family often had to walk on eggshells around her. Tantrums, yelling, and intimidation were regular occurrences, a far cry from the calm and collected Tammy shown in Season 7. Has she really changed, or is it just better editing? Take this for example. Tammy still refuses to drive. Understandable when she was at 700 pounds. But now, she's mobile, lighter, and capable. Yet she still depends on her brother Chris to chauffeur her around, and he has a full-time job and family of his own. She tried driving a tractor once, but quickly gave up, saying she was too scared. That's fine, fear is valid, but maturity means pushing past those fears, especially when it affects those around you. Tammy could be more independent, but instead, her dependency continues to place strain on her family, the same family that's done everything for her, time and time again. The truth is, 1000 Pound Sister Season 7 gave Tammy a polished, redemptive storyline. But longtime viewers know her darker traits haven't vanished, they're just being masked. Her temper, her controlling behavior, her lack of accountability, all brushed aside in favor of a redemption arc. Yes, Tammy has survived the odds. She's lost over 500 pounds. She's remarried. She's advocating for others. But if we're going to celebrate growth, we have to acknowledge the full picture, including the parts that still need work. Because being a hero isn't about what you've overcome, it's about who you become afterward. Fans of 1000 LB Sisters are sounding the alarm, and this time, the concern isn't about weight loss, it's about Amy Slaton's living situation and her fast-moving relationship with Brian Lovvorn. Back in 2019, Amy weighed over 400 pounds and made the life-changing decision to undergo bariatric surgery, hoping it would help her lose weight and start a family. And she did just that. Amy gave birth to 2 beautiful sons and ended a turbulent marriage with Michael Halterman. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, love struck again with Brian. By 2024, Brian proposed, and Amy said yes despite only dating for a few months. And in 1000 LB Sisters Season 7, fans watched Amy's story shift. No longer just about weight loss, it became centered on her relationship with Brian. We saw a new Amy weighing in at 249 pounds and seemingly content focused more on romance than fitness. But not everyone was buying it. Red flags. Oh, they were flying. A quick engagement after just a few months together raised eyebrows, especially among Amy's family. Tammy Slaton, who's never been one to hold back, voiced her disapproval on camera. And fans, they had questions, lots of them. Meanwhile, on Instagram, Amy's still using her ex-husband's last name, but she dropped a hint that a change might be coming. In June 2025, she posted a photo thanking an art collector for purchasing her work, teasing a new website, Amy Lovvorn Creations. That alone sparked conversation. Why take Brian's last name so soon? Is she really ready for that level of commitment? Fans worry Amy's rushing into things. Yes, she clearly feels emotionally connected to Brian, but a lot of people, including her followers, are questioning if it's too much, too soon. And then there's the house. In a May 2025 episode, Amy took Tammy on a tour of her and Brian's new home. Amy beamed with excitement, saying, "This is where we're going to have our summer barbecues." Tammy, however, was not impressed. In her typical blunt style, she compared the house to something the Loch Ness Monster might crawl out of. When TLC posted a video of Amy's home on Instagram, fans let loose in the comments. Some called Brian shady, accusing him of using Amy for fame, or worse, for money. One user flat out warned, "Don't trust him yet." Others were more focused on Amy's parenting, questioning whether moving in so quickly with Brian was in the best interest of her kids. Some fans are holding out hope. They believe Amy can turn this fixer-upper into a cozy home. But others aren't so sure, especially after she shared a meal photo that triggered even more backlash. Amy posted a picture of fried pork belly and broth, but what caught everyone's eye was the lack of a proper dining setup. Was she really eating off the floor? One fan asked, "Hey baby girl, are you eating on the ground?" Others defended her, claiming it was a wooden table, not the floor, while some speculated she may have been working on crafts and eating nearby. Still, the optics weren't great, and they added fuel to the fire of fan skepticism. Even the pool wasn't safe from criticism. Tammy joked that sea creatures might be lurking in there. And fans, they didn't disagree. To her credit, Amy tried to defend the effort she's putting into the house. She posted a pool update saying, "Still cloudy, but we've got a bigger vacuum and it's cleared up a lot." Unfortunately, pool-owning fans on Reddit weren't buying it. One replied, "A vacuum doesn't fix algae." Another chimed in, "They need to shock it and kill that fungus or it's just going to keep growing." Yes, Amy's decisions are controversial right now, and her new relationship is under the microscope. But maybe, just maybe, she's trying to rebuild something real after years of heartbreak, health struggles, and personal transformation. Let's hope the criticism doesn't break her spirit, because underneath the clutter, confusion, and cloudy water, there's still a woman trying to create a better life for herself and her kids.